228 incident. What comes to your mind when you heard about the 228? Those who paid attention might remember it has something to do with some cigarette and the guy called Chen Yi. But most of us only cares about the day off we get, or if it's a Friday, the free day off we get. Yay! No, it's not a happiness thing. So today, I'm going to show you what happened about the 228 and what impact of Taiwan. Here we go. In the 1945, the wars in Pacific Ocean finally came to the end, and the Empire of Japan declared their unconditional surrender, and Taiwan is still under Japanese rule for 50 years, and burst into tears because it was one of the losers. But soon, after Chiang Kai-shek took over the Taiwan for the Allied powers, Chiang Kai-shek took over the Taiwan for the Allied powers as representative of Taiwan, and it's because people was very happy to back to the motherland, and it particularly went to banana because it burst into tears because it was one of the winners. Okay, so what is about the 228 incident? Of course, it's not just a few words or some name tossing. After 50 years under Japanese rule, the Taiwan was looking forward to losing themselves back to the our sea. But the chief executive, Mr. Chen Yi, had executive, legislative, and judicial and military, the powers all by himself. So that made the Taiwanese feel like it was no freedom but face the control again. And that's like another government journal all over again. Okay, so in the 228 incident, we need to talk about the political and the economies, and the final one is culture. So the first one is political. Political is after you want to work from the government, well, think again. That's impossible because after community education, Taiwanese people is only able to speak Taiwanese and Japanese, not Mandarin. So the Chen Yi took that excuse to exclude Taiwanese people that you can't speak the Mandarin, so you can't do the great job, and they don't have the political talent. But the Chinese newcomers got all high positions easily. Like someone who don't know the sugar cane, who haven't seen the sugar cane, you can be the head of the sugar factory. Or someone who couldn't read can teach in school. That's ridiculous, right? So that made Taiwanese people very angry and hopeless when disappointed that how can the Mr. Chen Yi do that, treat us like that. So the cooperation spread fast and people lost trust. And in terms of economies, the RC government was kept and respects the monopolized system, and kept and the monopolized system and they took over the control and all by himself. So after the World War II, China still fell into the civil wars, and the rice, Taiwan was the rice country, so we have to make our rice to get to China to support them, and that made our Taiwan's economies. We can use the great price about the rice. So the economy was broken, and the cooperation and the overprinting money was caused a serious issue about the inflation. And the people can't eat well, so the people say, we don't need our seed, we just need the food. Okay, so the next one is cultures. You can see these pictures. Taiwanese was very expected that, oh, finally we can return back to the motherland. We're so excited. But when they see the soldier about the boat, and they saw that wow, they are so dirty and they speak the rude word, and they were so disappointed. But that's all because Taiwan is under the rules for 50 Japanese rules. So they will think that, oh, I don't want to work with them, work with them. So, but on the other hand, Chinese people was think about the Taiwanese that they just fought with Japanese. So they think us that we speak Japanese and we wear the Japanese clothes, we accept the Japanese education, the community education. So they don't even treat us like their own body, their own person. They treat us like the Japanese. So they bully us and they don't treat us like the people. And the soldiers took the bikes, and they don't took the bike without asking, or walk the home, take out your own thing and without asking you. So that made the people very angry and disappointed. Okay, so February 28 in 1947, the monthly officer beat the cigarette vendors. They want to, in the beginning, the police officer want to check if you are great, if you have the lesson of you can vendor the cigarette, but they shoot. They shoot, and it was very shoot by the bystanders. So everyone was angry about that because you can hurt some people. You only just talk to them. It's okay. So in the spot enters Iceland where rehabilitation. And the spray you have in the 228, people was very angry and go to the government and told them you have to overhand do the thing the persons, but the government isn't doing that. They just open the firing and no coming down the person. And Taiwanese was very smart because they occupied the radio broadcast, and told the Taiwanese, all the Taiwanese say, the government shoots our people. We are very angry about that thing. So every Taiwanese know this thing, and they have to protect their country, protect our country. And soon, much follows. Army from China, then from the March 8th. And it lasts for two months about that. And it was a very hard time for Taiwan because there are no violence of speaking and thousands of killed and very smart person was killed in that. For example, Chen Cheng-kuo was killed in that, the accident. The 228 settled conference and declared illegal. Reflection and meaning. It's not just a history, it's a reminder. We have to know it's not about we don't need to hate anyone. We need to think on the other hand, we have the hope or something. And it also this misunderstanding caused the tragedy. So that reminder is not as the hate, but as the hope. Thank you, everyone.